Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do recaps, reviews on soap operas and reality shows. Today, we're going to be going over The Bold and the Beautiful for May 3rd, 2016, which aired on, what is it today? Wednesday? No, Tuesday. I'm sorry. But basically, I want to tell you, thank you for subscribing to my channel and coming in, liking, and sharing my videos and subscribing. But I also want to tell you about another show that I do with my daughter, which is our dual channel called SNS. Let's talk about it. Please go over there, like a few videos, subscribe to that channel, and enjoy yourselves. She also has an individual channel that she does herself, which is called Starr Kraziness. It's STARRJ.Kraziness, KRAZINESS. She's 25 years old, so my younger audience that come over to my channel and watch me, you probably want to go over to her. She has a lot more commentary, and she deals a lot in hot topics. When I say hot topics, I'm talking about stuff that happen in the celebrity realms of life, as well as local and global news reporting. So she tries to be updated every day, all day on her channel when it comes to letting you know what's happening out there in our society. Okay, but now we're going to be talking about The Bold and the Beautiful that aired Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016. Basically, we're still focusing on the Avant family and the pieces that have been put together and the lives that are going to be torn apart. So, if you came here for anything dealing with Ridge and the baby drama or Lim and the Queen drama, that didn't happen today. So sit back, fasten your seats, buckle up for the ride of the Avant family being torn down. I mean, stripped down to its very core foundation. Okay, here we go. Just a little brief summary for you guys. Sasha confides in Zende about her childhood and confesses her fears about what the immediate future holds with that relationship. Then we go to a blindsided Julius gets on the defensive when faced with accusations hurled at him by a loved one. The accusations that are being hurled at him are Sasha's pushing the envelope, as well as Nicole driving it home. And she ain't holding no holds barred, honey. No holds barred. She's going into her daddy, honey, because he made them walk the white line of compassion, empathy, sympathy, and holding your family up in the highest esteem, and no type of debacleness needed to be happening in the family. That was a no-no. Nothing obscene should have been manifesting itself in their family, because they're held to a higher standard in society, and they must live, compliantly. But that's a lot of bullshit. He held them to a standard he didn't even keep himself. So live and let live while they tear him down and get him together from head to toe. Okay, here we go. Like I said, we're recapping from yesterday's episode. And basically, they were going in at each other and finding out all the tea about how Miss Sasha came to be. All right. So the first scene goes when Vivian and Maya together. Vivian is talking kindly about Sasha. Maya compares her mom to Brooke, meaning Brooke always go for the underdog, and she see good in everybody. But then, isn't that the godly thing to do? Should you be your brothers and sisters' keeper? Yes, you should. Should you help them when they fall down? Yes, you should. Should you get them back into the way society kind of wants you to be, like on an even keel with everything, mind, body, and soul? Yes, it does. So therefore, why are you acting so shady, Maya? Wasn't you considered the outcast when you were growing up, and even when you made your way to LA trying to solidify yourself in the big dream city? Okay, how little we forget where we came from. Okay, moving on from there, we go to Rick. Rick is expressing his compassion for Sasha as well. So see, Vivian has definitely rubbed off on Rick, meaning he's changing his dynamics of how he feels about Sasha. And I like that about Vivian, and I think she's still going to have that same spirit about her when she is let down with the real truth of the matter of who Sasha really is. Only person that's going to be in distress, and I mean cold blue 911, as my daughter would say, man down. He's gonna be truly a man down, and they're gonna kick him and kick him, and I'm all for it because he have let a lie go such a multitude of secrets. You know, for 20 plus years, you kept this secret from your wife. You pretty much told this young girl of yours that she was no good to be talked about or even seen, but yet you're going to say, on the other hand, I took care of you. I made sure you had food, clothing, shelter, but you tore her down mentally. Are you serious? Anyway, we move on from that. Zendaya and Sasha's telling Zendaya about Mr. Avant, or her dad, Daddy Avant, and Nicole is a part of their family. I mean, they're all siblings. Half because they don't come from the same mother and father biologically. However, the father are the same. Okay, he still got his head stuck in the clouds. He's still reeling from the information she just exposed to him. We move on from there. We go to Nicole and Julius. Nicole is defending Sasha from top to bottom, okay, to their dad. Nicole is tearing her dad down, shredding him to pieces, and then putting him back together so she can do it all over again. Go ahead, Nicole. I ain't mad at you. Okay, we then go to commercial. We come back from commercial. We're on Maya and Rick. Maya goes on to say she's on her dad's side, and that is a trip because she's never on his side. He's always wrong, and apparently he's still wrong, Maya. You just ain't got the memo yet. Okay, so you need to pick and choose who you're going to follow without reading all the information or reading the book itself. Okay, till you come to that type of conclusion. We go from there, we go to Julius and Nicole. Julius is sitting down, tearing down this woman he had an affair with, talking about she wasn't no good, she was trouble, she was this, that, and that. But yet, you messed with her, you had sex with her, you had a child by her. Really, Julius? Do you really need to tear somebody else down to bring yourself up? That seems to be the theme that is floating around in the real world, as we call reality, that we all live in, and even on this soap opera. Why do people feel they have to bring other people down to the bare minimum of who they are in existence to make themselves look good? What do you get out of it? Do you not know when you tear somebody down unnecessarily and in front of us to have a parade of everybody laughing and just enthused, excited of how you're tearing this person down? Don't you think it may not come back to you? Yes, it will come back to you, especially if you did it maliciously and with ill intent. Yeah, it will. It will come back to you. So people, stay vigilant, stay encouraged, and lift people up. Don't tear them down. Okay? But then we're going back to Julius and Nicole. He's sitting there saying, okay, the only reason I had the affair because your mama turned away from me. And Nicole told me, what the hell are you talking about? Mama ain't never turned away from you. Well, I'm talking about in private. Meaning in private, I guess sexual. And, stroking his ego. This, that, and that. Okay, Vivian had shut it down. Okay, she would be his wife in the United Front with not telling a soul a thing about their relationship behind closed doors. Okay, she kept it for 20 some odd years, but now it's time for Vivian to start singing her anthem. Single ladies, single ladies, single ladies. Where I'm a single ladies at? That little Beyonce song. Anyway, that's her choice. I truly couldn't say whether she wanted to stay in it or not. But okay, when you have an infidelity such as he did, when you have him lying and making you feel bad as a person, kind of mentally destroying you, that's another one. And then when he drives you to take sides of your children, that's 3 strikes you out, Julius. 3 strikes you out. So definitely I will be taking upon myself to find the nearest attorney, good or bad, and get him out of my life. Good riddance, Julius. That's how I see it. Anyway, we keep moving on. He keep tearing down this woman to Nicole like, you are no saver yourself. Okay, what did you do? Okay, you knew what you were doing for one was wrong. You didn't have to go over to her house and start an affair with her and then definitely have a baby. Did you not hear about protection? Abstinence, all that stuff. Julius, are you crazy? But you're supposed to be the loyal man, the man who's looked at as a moral man who holds his values and visions and what do you call it, morality up to the highest esteem, but you're not doing this. You're tearing a woman down whom we don't even know. But Sasha was reared right, so she couldn't be all that bad. Okay, so you're saying just because my Myron turned into Maya and everybody was coming for you, meaning your father was saying you need to get your house in order when it came to Myron, and then your wife having her decisions against you, you just felt like a little bitch running around now, huh? So another man can't tell another man how to raise his household. I don't care how much they related. So it seems to me that you wasn't a man to begin with. Okay, we're gonna start calling you punk. Punk, punk, punk. You're not a man. You're not a woman. You're just nothing. Okay? But okay, I'll digress off of you a little bit. Just say you are a weak man. You have no morals. You have no vision. You have no say. That's how I'm going to put you. Okay? That's where we are. So, all the loyalty, you were disloyal. All the morality, you have none. So, basically, you saying you fell in this lady's lap because she didn't look at you as a bad person or a man that didn't try to raise and keep his family together. So basically you just said you took advantage of her and her feelings and you gave her some loving, which in turn gave y'all a baby, a little child, but then you're going to try to deny both of them. Oh, are you really serious? Are you really serious, Julius? Anyway, Nicole wasn't buying it. I'm not buying it, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the people are looking at you real salty at this point for as your viewership. But you're playing a character. But if you really roll like that in reality, in the real world, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. So, pretty much, him and Nicole gets into it, that's then the other. Julius really started breaking down when Nicole started throwing them bricks at his head of knowledge. He want somebody to feel sorry for him. And she like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it. You can cry me a river all you want, but guess what? We ain't having it, Dad. We move on from that situation. We go to a commercial. We come back. We're on Zendaya and Sasha. Zendaya is asking, what is she going to do? Sasha is afraid she will have no one, no family, and she might have to go back to from whence she came. Zendaya is saying, Mr. Avant really does love you because he did provide for you when it came to the food, shelter, and clothing. But stupid Zendaya, stupid Zendaya, stupid Zendaya. Okay? That is not all you need in the world to survive. You need to have a purpose. You need to have people around you that you feel love and care about you. Whether it's your biological parents or siblings, you need to have someone that says they believe in you. Okay? Not alone having spirituality as well. But anyway, Zendaya don't know nothing about that because he can't even get over the simple fact that Nicole is doing something very precious and selfless of giving her sister / brother a baby. Okay, so we don't even want to go there with him. We're moving on. Vivian, Rick, and Maya we come up to. Vivian is trying to go home because she says she's tired and she's looking forward to going to her one-room shack at this moment. And, Sasha even asked her mom, hey, have Dad thought about getting something permanent now? What is he doing with that idea? And pretty much Vivian saying, your father ain't gonna invest in nothing risky. He's a play it safe type of guy. I'm like, Vivian, if you only knew, girl, if you only knew, he been taking risks. He been taking calculated risks for the last 20 plus years. But you don't know no better. Okay, you been a dutiful wife, so we're gonna give you a pass on that. But anyway, they let that go, and she let that go, and that scene ends. We go to Julius and Nicole. Nicole is still getting on that behind of her daddy's. She's saying, you did not only tear our lives apart, you tore Mama's lives apart. Mama, you cheated on, you lied to, you carried on with an affair with this other woman, and now you want me to say, ooh, I forgive you, Daddy. Ooh, you did the right thing. Ooh, you had a lot of pressure on you. No, no, no. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to be in the midst of it. But I am going to tell my mama about the lies you have told, the secrets you have kept, and the disloyalty you have had for her and our family. Oh yeah, Dad, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you where it hurts, because that's all you have been providing. You don't sat around him, had Sasha crying and carrying on and acting out, and now I can see why she do the things she do, because you did it to her, Dad. All that time you were having your show off family in society, you had another family you were taking care of in the dark. Don't you know, Daddy, that everything done in the dark will come to light? Oh my goodness, Dad, I can't take it. You're just a disappointment. You're a disappointment. You're a disappointment. Okay. Then he goes on to give his little pity party again. He's talking about, well, look at here, Lucy, Lucy. No, you got some explaining to do, Lucy. But anyway, he goes on to say Sasha Mama was there for him when everybody turned him down, when his dad was getting on him about, you need to control that little sweet boy of yours before he turned out to be an embarrassment to our family, to society, and da 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 da. He was trying to tell his dad he doing the best way he can, but his daddy didn't, just stripped him down like, you ain't doing better enough. You ain't a man. So he was tearing down his manhood, and emasculating him for having a sweet child that basically turned to be wanting to be a girl instead of what he was born as, a boy. And then he had to fight with his wife when she was basically saying, leave him alone, he's fine. He's just expressing who he is, and if that's who he is going to turn out to be, then that's where it's going to be. We're cool. So he felt like he was a failure in both ways. He couldn't handle his household. Then he had people on the outside trying to tell him he wasn't half of a man, because all that stuff was going on in his family, and he couldn't get it together. So he was having a mental complex, and the only thing he had to do was straighten up all the negativity and tell everybody to kiss his ass and stay out of his business. He know what's going on in his household. He's gonna love his son. If his son want to somehow be a woman in the future, then so be it. I'm gonna stand by him. He's my child. I bore him into the world with the help of his mother and the Lord, and guess what, I'm proud of him. Instead of him taking that kind of stance, no, he went on and sought love from another woman, because his wife shut him down. She like, okay, you gonna run my child away from me, then you ain't gonna get no more good loving from me, okay? And that's the way that head went. But he gonna call himself trying to get his needs satisfied with the help of another woman. Now, Julius. Remember, what's his name? That Bobbitt family. I think her name was Raina Bobbitt or somebody like that. She cut the penis off of the man because he was cutting up. Now, what if Vivian had a notion to do that to you? Where would you be then? Would you be half of a man, half of half of being solidified of a man? I can't take it. You're too much. You're making me itch. Anyway, pretty much he was asking Nicole to keep the secret, the same lie that held and fragile and gave Sasha low self-esteem about herself and where she was coming from. He thought Nicole was going to do the same thing. Nicole said, that's why I said that pregnancy gave her a little more backbone, a little more strength, a little more womanhood, okay? And very outspoken now. She ain't timid and shy like she once was. So I'm like, okay, I'm out here for Nicole. Get it together, get him together, girl. She said, I'm going to give you a little time. I'm going to expect you to go tell your mama. But if you don't tell her in due time, and that means today, son, guess what? I'm gonna tell him. And then he's like, oh, you gonna do me like that? Pretty much. Yes, I am. Okay, get it together. So he said, well, I guess I need a jet. I need to go find Vivian and tell her before you tell her. Yeah, I think that would be wise, because hey, the shoe is on the other foot, and I'm running these steps now, Dad. I'm running these steps. So I give you a good 15-minute head start, but you better find her before I do, because I'm gonna ask her, have you seen Dad and Mama? Have you seen her? If she say no, all cards, all bets are off. The how you say, the roosters come home to the chickens, or when you start something that people go away and then they come back to represent you with all the bad stuff. Yeah, or karma. Like a boomerang. You send a boomerang out, you know it's coming back. You don't know when, but you know it's gonna come back sooner or later. And sure enough, that's what they mean by the roosters come home to cluck or something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's an old adage they used to say. But anyway, karma is a mother. Karma is a mother. Okay, so basically we go to commercial, we come back, we got Nicole and Vivian. Okay, Vivian has come home or to her one room shack that her husband got her in. But before it all ends, she might have a mansion, y'all, with him going back to wherever whence he come. I have no idea. But anyway, Nicole is there. She's asking that dreadful, undoubtful question. Have you seen Dad, Mom? She said, no, we must have missed him passing. What's going on? It seems like you're a little troubled, a little upset. She's trying to fake the phone, but it's going to come out because she that kind of ride or die chick now. We go on to Julius and Sasha. I don't know why the hell he went over there. We told him to go find his mama, meaning he knew she was at the Forrester camp. So why did he go to well, okay, yes, he did. He did say he stopped over at the Forrester camp, and I guess he knew Vivian had left already. And he asked about Sasha's whereabouts. Pam told Sasha had went home for a few minutes, or went over to Rick's house to get some information she had left in Zende's room or whatnot. And so he said, okay, so he made his way on over there as Sasha was trying to leave because she got her information that she needed to contractual stuff she was working on and needed to sign. Guess what, guys? She runs into her dad as she's trying to go out the Forrester compound. Okay, they get into their little spiel. He tells a little story to her about her selfishness. But ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? I don't know, guys. But it was some hot fire. It was just like eating pot pies, and you got the Cajun rice and the spicy French fries. The only thing you needed was your biscuit with honey on it, some butter, and a good cold beverage to rinse it down with. It was good, guys. It was good. But that was my take on The Bold and the Beautiful for Tuesday, May 3rd, 2016. You guys be blessed. I'll be working on The Young and the Restless, trying to bring that to you before 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, enjoy. Watch The Bold and the Beautiful for today's episode. That aired on May 3rd, 2016, Tuesday. And I will talk to you soon. Be blessed. Take care of each other. Encourage each other. Don't tear people down. Lift them up. Or just don't be bothered with them at all. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. God bless you all. Goodbye.